Hello 127th Wing, I'm General Mammen and welcome to the January drill. Let's start out with a quick COVID update. The Selfridge is still in health protection condition Bravo. And due to transmission rates of COVID-19 in the local community, we are still required to wear masks indoors, and those who are unvaccinated have to wear masks both indoors and outdoors. Currently, the wing is at about 90% fully vaccinated, and those who are unvaccinated have to be tested weekly. For our guardsmen during drill weekend, your first responsibility or your first duty is to get tested. Please reach out to your supervisor to find out where that will be taking place. I'm going to talk briefly about our priorities for 2022. Our priorities have not changed from previous years. That includes people, readiness, and culture. From a people perspective, I'm always considering development and how we develop our airmen. You can expect that on a quarterly basis, we're planning development events for airmen throughout the 127th Wing. Also from the people perspective, I ask everyone to please keep your wingmans in mind throughout the year. Also, at this time we have over 200 members that are deployed downrange throughout the globe. So please keep them in your thoughts as well, and their families. From a readiness perspective, we're planning on 2 exercises this year, but those exercises are going to be focused primarily on the generation. Against a near peer or peer competitor, we are going to be contested right here at Selfridge. So these readiness exercises that we are planning this year will be contested. So I need you to think about how we would generate airplanes, people, and cargo if your communication systems are down. I want you to think about how you generate airplanes, people, and cargo if the electrical grid is down. All these things are in the realm of possibilities if we are being contested to get out of town if our nation calls us. And also from a personal readiness perspective, always be thinking about your medical readiness, your PME, your training. Those are all your responsibilities and things that you can affect on a daily basis. And finally, culture. Everything that we do here in the 127th Wing has to reflect the values of our culture. And remember, the values that we aspire to include family, professionalism, accountability, inclusiveness. Those are all responsibilities that your leadership teams take to heart, but it's not just the leadership teams that need to be focused on that. That is everybody's responsibility in the 127th Wing to ensure every decision you make, everything you do reflects the values of our culture. And now I'd like to pass it off to Chief Gordon for his comments.
Thanks, General Mammen. Team, you just heard the Wing Commander's priorities for 2022. As his enlisted force, it's our job to ensure that those are carried out. So how do we make that happen? We do so by being technically ready to perform our mission at all times. Very simply put, be the best technician that we can be in the job that we've been hired and we've been trained to do. You know, being ready also includes being both medically and physically conditioned to carry out our tasks. Mental fitness. That includes taking care of ourselves and getting out in front of those issues that may detract us from doing our mission. And then, of course, there's spiritual fitness. That's simply being a part of something and believing in something that's greater than ourselves and developing those life skills that will allow us to cope when things aren't going so well. Next, we must continue to develop ourselves. Maximize off-duty education by taking advantage of the tuition assistance that's offered us and all of the other great benefits. Also, complete our professional military education on time, and whenever possible, enhance that experience by going in residence. I encourage each and every one of you to take every opportunity that you can to further develop yourself. Finally, we must take care of one another. We're a team and we look out for each other. So be alert for changes in behavior of your airmen and be ready to take action when needed. And also, too, we need to actively support and defend our zero tolerance policy for discrimination, sexual harassment, and sexual assault. We must maintain an environment that's free from those behaviors. So in summary, keep doing great work. You are the backbone of this organization, and without each and every one of you, we cannot be successful. Your efforts to date have ensured that we are moving the Wing Commander's priorities downfield and that we are continuing the great momentum that we have going toward the greatest cultural shift the 127th Wing has ever known. Team, thanks for all your great work, and I'll see you at drill. Back to you, sir.
Thanks, Chief. Now there's a couple other big events that'll be happening this year that will require everybody's attention. First, in July, we'll have our air show and open house. That'll be the 9th and 10th of July, and I'm very happy to announce that we're going to have the F-22 demo team here for that event. Should be a great event, and I look forward to seeing everybody there. And finally, in September, we'll have our Inspector General Capstone event. That is a big deal for the 127th Wing, and we have to do well at it. I'm asking each airman to look at what you're responsible for and make sure that your area is in good shape and ready to be inspected. In the future, Air Force budgets are going to be very, very tight. And as the Air Force modernizes, we have to earn future missions. We're not going to be given future missions. We earn missions by being the best led, most efficient, effective, and adaptable organization in the United States Air Force. I appreciate your leadership, and I appreciate your professionalism.